Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are about to start Sam & Max Season 2, Episode 3. Again, I have to point out that this game does not run on a modern operating system by default. This time I had to actually delete the prefs.properties.prop file, not properties, just prop, from the folder and then run it, and then it somehow got the information from Episode 2 and got it to work. So I did not do the usual trick of opening it with Notepad++ and then changing it from windowed 0 to windowed 1. I had to do something different. I also want to mention that episode 2 uh, was allegedly running at 1920 by 1080, 1080p resolution, but the window size of episode 2 versus the window size of episode 3 is drastically different. And I suspect that it was actually running at a completely wrong resolution the whole time, or stretching out pixels or something. It won't affect your video, I don't think, but it is rather ridiculous, the resolution bugs this program has. It's only a 2007 game. 2007 games should be able to handle resolutions better. Anywho, enough of talk about that. Let us begin Sam & Max Season 2, Episode 3. We're gonna skip the tutorial this time. I'm gonna just assume it's the same each time. Maybe I'll check it out in the final episode just to make sure. But we'll skip it for now.
You have interfered with my plans for the last time, Sam und Max. Taking your souls will satisfy my dark masters once and for all. And then I will use my army of the undead to take over the world.
Damn you, Jurgen!
You owe me $5, Sam.
I never thought he'd go for the cheesy evil laugh.
Insolent to the last. No matter. Oh, we shall see how you make with the wisecracks after you are dead.
Well, looks like this is it, little buddy. My whole life is flashing before my eyes. I wondered where I'd left my wallet.
I can't even remember how we got here.
Come on, Max. Remember, we were back in the office, just back from Easter Island.
Wait, do the whole thing with the music and all that.
Oh, all right.
So that's a strange way to start a new episode. Leaving us with a question. What in the world is going on with that? So we get the little shooting minigame again. We'll do it. Why not? Bang, 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 bang. You can't shoot the names. Well, you can shoot them, but nothing happens.
Doesn't being High Priest of Easter Island and President violate the separation of church and state?
Blasphemy! Oh, hang on. The holy water is giving me a religious vision. A goat born with an HDMI port. An unwelcome visitor. Ah, the dead walk the earth. And bells, bells, bells!
Hey, not bad. Hello, Commissioner?
Lightning! A dog castle! Death! A snowy egret! No, a chicken! Do you mind not making so much noise?
Speak up, Commissioner. I can't hear you. We're having a zombie attack. What's that, Commissioner? Zombie attacks? Jen running George A. Romero in a baby doll t-shirt outside the food court with a $43 gift certificate. We're on the case. The Commissioner says zombie attacks are popping up all over the world like pus-filled boils on the decaying flesh of, well, a zombie.
Wait, who's attacking?
They're coming from some place called the Zombie Factory.
Oh, zombies! Zombie attacks!
You wander around aimlessly and see what you can turn up. Meanwhile, I'll actually figure out where they're coming from.
One step ahead of you.
So that is just a crazy way to start this new episode. Let's look at the Chia Brady here.
Brady's a lot more appealing when you can balance drinks on his head.
It's a different haircut each time. We have a new ceremonial urn.
It's the place where High Priest Max takes his holy baths.
Let's do the 2 phone jokes that we probably have.
Can you hear me now?
That wasn't funny.
Can you hear me now?
Oh man, not even 2 jokes anymore. It's straight down to 1.
This is Sybil. Could you please tell Honest Abe that I'll never speak to him again in my whole life? Ever? Even if I'm being dragged through the streets by wild donkeys? Thanks.
So we're gonna get the same answer? Let's click over here. Answering machine.
It's Sybil. If you see Mr. Lincoln, tell him he left his hat at my place. And P.S. he owes me a new hat rack.
Are there possibly 3 jokes on the answering machine?
Sybil again. Tell what's-his-name that I haven't thought about him in months. And, oh yeah, I've got men falling all over me. Eat that, cheater! Okay, thanks, guys.
Wow, 3 jokes. Could I dare to ask for 4?
Sybil again. Tell what's-his-name that I haven't thought about him in months. And, oh yeah, I've got men falling all over me. Eat that, cheater! Okay, thanks, guys.
So 3 jokes with the last one repeating. That's new.
You know what they say about guys with big feet? They have big thongs.
Here's the stalagmite that looks like...
And people said a slab of curiously shaped rock couldn't be vice president.
Here's the sock crown. Here's the hole in the wall.
Flint's been off looking for Bosco for a while now.
So that was one of the few 3 or 4 dangling threads that got left at the end of episode 2. The zombie stole Jesse James's hand. I can't click on it now. What do we have in here that's new? The mauled surfboard.
Why'd we save this again?
To snack on.
So we could do Whack the Rat. That's
I'm
still
surprised
playable.
this game survived being thrown clear of the Playland and Casino explosion.
Not nearly as surprised as the guy it landed on.
So this is still a playable minigame. I guess since they made it, there was no point in getting rid of it. I don't know if I'm gonna do very good on this.
Again!
I got 14, I think, there. Let's go.
Let's get back to work.
Hey, you're the one who started chatting with me.
Let's look out the window. Doesn't
Someone's
look like...
setting up thousands of dominoes across the street. Talk about way too much time on your hands.
Says the guy watching someone set up thousands of dominoes.
Got a point there. There's some Benang on the desk.
Benang. Tastes great and fun to say.
So not a lot has changed in the office. Let's just move on. So, on the level of crazy, it feels like there has been an increased level of crazy now in the story here. Also, talk about crazy, this one-way sign was specifically removed in the last episode so there would be less confusion, and now it's back.
A road sign on the highway to hell.
What is this, a casino?
Isn't that cute, Max? The rats have set up their own little casino.
Where's Jimmy Two Teeth? I want to show him a new sleeper hold I learned.
The boss is busy.
He can't be too busy for us. We're the ones who gave him his big break.
Not to mention various smaller fractures and sprains.
The boss is busy.
Alright. So we got zombies all over the place.
Beat it, deadbeat. Yeah.
Guess the right solution is take our big gun, shoot the zombie. Shoot him in the head? Nope. My video game knowledge in dealing with zombies has been exhausted. Let's pick up this beer stein that's just sitting here.
So, the zombies drink beer. A clue, perhaps? Let's press on.
Let's go look at the news.
Zombies attack city.
So what's the bad news?
Max, look behind you.
Zombies!
Let's go check out Bosco's. I don't think he's
It's
gonna be in
closed.
there.
Bosco went into hiding when we convinced him THEM we're coming.
Ah, so Bosco's is completely locked up. We probably won't even go in
All
at
you
this
can
episode.
drink water buffet.
Interesting. See if Civils is still locked. We got some new posters too. Ah, Civils is open. So Civils has been closed for a
Take
couple.
a number and I'll be with you. Oh, hi Sam and Max. I'm out of applications right now, so let's just be friends.
Sure.
What happened to Abe?
I'm sure I don't know to whom you are referring. So, Mr. Molman. Sorry, Harry. Tell me more about you.
Well, let me see. Interesting things about me.
Alright, so we are back in the Civils room, which we haven't
Sybil's
been
been
in.
serving people left and right.
We have not been in this room since the first season. And it looks mostly unchanged. Let's take a ticket.
Makes me feel like I'm in a deli.
I am not a piece of meat!
So Civil's looking for a new and interesting, the closet now swings the other direction than it did before.
Apparently, Sybil's suitors have never heard Can't Buy Me Love. I'm not going back in that closet. Not after all we've accomplished.
And is there anything else? We could talk to Harry Mole Man, a character we haven't seen since the last of season. Here is a soul matter? What is a soul matter?
What's this?
It's my ticket to relationship bliss. It's going to find my perfect soulmate, even if it has to alter the laws of space and time to do it.
How come when I look at it, I hear the chanting of demons from the infernal plane?
Max, when don't you hear that?
Good point.
Oh, it's a soul mater.
Strange. A freak mishap has defaced every single one of these Lincoln photos.
So we've got zombies to deal with first, before we help Sybil find a new love interest. Let's look at the posters.
The Interactive Domino Museum is still open? I thought it fell over last year.
It did, but they just keep putting it up again.
The II.
I love that commercial. Arr, lad, tell me what is the finest in replacement optics.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, go ahead and tell me.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, are you gonna tell me or not? Arr.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I just remembered I hate that commercial.
Underground music.
Sometimes at night I can hear it coming out of the toilet.
I weep nightly for our little lost gumballs.
Yep, the gumball machine is gone because that was a stupid gag that went nowhere. Which, might say for a lot of these gags. What, zombies eat free, it says?
She was the only woman I ever loved. This century, at least.
Yeah, maybe you should talk about this with your therapist.
She was my therapist.
Oh, good. Lamont and Wallace, you're here.
Sam and Max, actually.
Whatever. Your friend here is driving me crazy. Take him off my hands, would you?
So Stinky is now having to deal with a heartbroken Abe Lincoln. I guess the Moai heads were as interesting. We didn't do anything with the palm tree either. And that was introduced last episode. Wow. And then the sun lamp is new. The gong is clean again. Let's talk to Lincoln.
What's shaking, Abraham?
She's gone. Left me.
Who's gone?
Sybil!
Of course she left you. She dumped you like yesterday's breakfast when she caught you macking on the Moai heads.
I was sure it was just one of her moods.
Quit crying.
Come on, Abe. Take it like a man. Think of all the advantages of being single.
Like what?
You've got total freedom.
Complete lack of direction.
You can do what you want when you want. You answer to nobody.
And nobody cares if you die.
You can meet lots of new people.
And have a never-ending string of shallow, unfulfilling encounters.
We seem to be working at cross purposes, Max.
Maybe, but this way I get to annoy two people at once.
Sybil's on the prowl.
Sybil's looking for a new boyfriend.
Fine. I don't care.
Aren't you jealous?
Not at all. And hanging out near her office is not stalking. No matter what she says.
He got jumped.
You really blew it with Sybil, huh?
It was just a simple misunderstanding.
Like, I can't understand why you aren't as hot as that Moai head?
She took that completely out of context.
Do you know anything about a zombie factory?
Do you mean like a factory that comes to life after it's been shut down, cranking out products in a hideous parody of actual production, destroying other factories it comes into contact with?
No, that's not what we're looking for.
But I wish we were.
What do you know about zombies, Abraham Lincoln?
What do you know about zombies?
Pests. Hooligans. They'd always gather outside the memorial with their million zombie rallies and groan-ins. Always playing that awful music they listen to.
How do you stop a zombie?
How do you stop a zombie?
Beats me. Just between the three of us, I'm pretty hopeless at anything except making speeches.
Keep a stiff, hairless upper lip, Abe.
Always.
So, that wasn't helpful.
Looks like an old-style sun lamp.
For turning yourself brown and leathery from the comfort of your own home.
So that was totally useless, but maybe it will come into being helpful later. Let's talk to Stinky.
Do you know anything about a zombie factory?
Oh, sure. I was a foreman at a zombie factory for a year while I was writing my opera. They're good workers, as long as you don't let them unionize.
No, this isn't a factory that hires zombies. It's a factory that makes zombies.
Oh, well, then, did you say zombies? I thought you said elves.
Zombies giving you much trouble, Stinky?
If that is your real name.
Oh, no. They're a nuisance, but at least they eat quickly and leave. Your friend Lincoln is the real horror.
Come on, give Abe a break. He's on the rebound.
He keeps trying to pay me in Confederate money. Who does that? That doesn't even make sense.
So, have you heard from Grandpa Stinky lately?
Like, from beyond the grave?
What are you talking about? Grandpa's still on his Himalayan mountain climbing junket.
I thought you said Grandpa Stinky was on an around-the-world cruise.
Let's watch as the spider tries to free herself from her own web of lies.
Oh, he sent me a postcard. His cruise was hijacked by Sherpa terrorists. They ended up making him their god, and now they're following him on a quest to scale the world's tallest peaks.
Well, her story does seem to hold up.
It was pretty nice of Grandpa Stinky to leave his entire restaurant empire to you.
Some empire. Zombies, deadbeat ex-presidents, trivia cheaters. Makes me wonder if it was worth the effort.
If what was worth the effort?
Oh, nothing.
What's with the sun lamp? Good question.
What's with a sun lamp, woman who will call Stinky for the sake of convenience?
So that's what that is. Oh, I mean, of course, that's what that is. Have to look my best, you know.
The magazine set such an unrealistic standard of beauty for grandpa murderers.
Can we have your sun lamp?
What could you possibly need it for?
Max needs a UV bulb for his teeth bleaching regimen.
You think a smile this white comes naturally?
Well, go ahead. I'm done with it.
What's a sun lamp doing in a restaurant?
Did you think the food wasn't hazardous enough without the threat of melanoma?
Oh, that. I was just going through some of the old things Stinky, Grandpa, had in storage. I need a big box for packing things that need to be sent away.
We'd like to order something.
Supplies are low because of the zombie attack, so, we're probably out.
You do realize that's not going to stop us, right?
Go ahead.
Give me the special.
The special.
Ah, my special gooey molasses tar cake. It's an ancient family recipe.
Ancient?
You've heard of the La Brea tar pits, of course, but have you ever tasted them?
Sold. I'll take 2 slices.
Sorry, I used up the blowtorch on some zombies who didn't tip. It's impossible to cut. You're welcome to look at it, though. Just don't touch.
Enchiladas?
Crab and salamander enchiladas in green sauce.
Sal, I want Lou Dobbs and Greta Van Susteren doing double dutch on the back of a rogue elephant.
Okay, so I think this is a better way to do these gags. Have just the normal thing you would order as an option to click on, and then have them go back and forth with a couple funny lines.
Tuna noodle casserole with onion rings.
Get me one Rudy Giuliani with no pants and sequined garters. And a tuna noodle casserole with onion rings.
Seared grouper in a maple syrup reduction with bacon-wrapped dates and toffee chips, served on a bed of Venezuelan newspaper clippings.
Sal, number 3.
Chicken chow mein with chocolate-covered raisins and a caramel swirl.
Sal, give me a hyperactive spider monkey in a powder blue cardigan, and why don't we go ahead and wrestle him to the ground and tickle him till he pees?
I have got to see what goes on in this kitchen.
So I think that's everything, though. Is just 4 gags.
Nothing for us, thanks.
It seems to be getting less and less each time.
Bye.
So we talked our way into the sun lamp. Let's take it. I'm sure it'll be useful at some point.
Want to help me carry this thing around, Max?
I just want the bulb. Did you just get deja vu?
Just close your eyes and it'll pass.
So we have a light bulb now. I have no idea what it's used for. Let's click on the sticky goo, see if we
What's
can
this
get
sticky
some.
black goo?
That's my gooey molasses tar cake. It's a recipe handed down through my family for centuries.
All the way back from the primordial ooze, from the looks of it.
It's just a pie. It's not something you really talk about.
Interesting, you now zoom in on the pie when you click on it. Feels like they did some extra work on a lot of things you can click on. That would have been nice if that extra work was reapplied to episode 1 and 2. And it totally would have been if this game had been released as one finished game instead of episodically.
Hiya, cops. Do you know...
Hi there. Are you tired of paying a lot for your internet service?
What? No, not really.
Well, those days are over. Welcome to a new type of internet access. SOL.
So simple even a zombie could use it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you know anything about a place called the Zombie Factory?
Processing. We have gathered extensive marketing data on zombies.
Zombies need an easier, less expensive way to access the internet. That's why we developed Stuttgart Online for the greatest concentration of newly active zombies, Stuttgart, Germany.
You've unlocked a new area.
What'd he say that for?
We do not know. He has been like this ever since the accident.
Max, when I'm done yammering, remind me we gotta drive to Stuttgart. Quick like a zombie.
Drive to Stuttgart. Right. Forgot it already.
You're selling the internet to zombies?
Not just the internet, but much, much more.
From trivia to music, lifestyles to death styles, and inventive new recipes for brains, Stuttgart Online is the premier online zombie destination.
Didn't we destroy the internet in the first season? Yes, we did, didn't we?
Didn't we destroy the internet?
Luckily, Al Gore was able to recreate the internet from his original plans.
What's on the internet that would interest a droning, glassy-eyed zombie anyway?
Al Gore recreated the internet in his own image.
What's so great about Stuttgart Online?
It's the fun, easy-to-use online experience for zombies and zombies at heart.
What happened to Bluster Blaster? Good question.
What happened to Bluster Blaster?
There was a processing accident while developing our latest invention. I'm fine, Sam. Haddock is the best kind of fish. I'm fine, Sam.
We regret any inconvenience this may have caused.
I'm fine, Sam. Thanks for asking.
Can you guys fix them?
Can you guys fix Bluster Blaster?
They had me fixed before they brought me home.
We just want to pimp our car.
We just want to pimp our car.
We no longer offer car upgrades.
Our income has been lower than previously forecast.
But this neighborhood has the highest accident rate in 5 states.
We have spent a lot of this year out of town, Max.
Oh, right.
So we've devoted our resources to developing the ultimate online experience. SOL.
Come on, you must have an upgrade.
After all this time, you're not offering any car upgrades?
None at all.
We regret the inconvenience.
There's our new invention. It is much too dangerous.
Intrigued? Go on.
It's the super high-powered antenna for wireless internet access while on the road.
There are problems.
Using it could result in catastrophic electrical failure and spontaneous explosion of your vehicle.
We see. And what are the problems?
Give us the antenna.
We'll take that super high-powered antenna.
We spent our entire savings on development.
We can only give it to you if you help us market SOL. Take the provided CD launcher and use it to give installation discs to zombies throughout the city.
We like marketing.
And we love shooting things.
I like wearing short pants. Would you like to begin driving now?
Let's go. Negative.
Negative. See you later.
Flying kites is safe and fun.
So, we have a little bit of a driving mini game we need to do. We have a sun lamp bulb. We have no idea what that's for, but because we were given that weird intro, I bet it will be used in some strange way. Let's go ahead and save the game and then wrap up this recording. So we're starting very strangely, making pretty good progress, it seems like, but we really don't have a very great sense of what we're doing. Once we deal with the zombies, what's the next part of this story? Because that's obviously not going to be the big thing. But that's fine. Anywho, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, Comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.